Well, between talking clocks and teapots to a whole enchanted castle, Disney's Beauty and the Beast is truly the definition of magical. And while it's playing at Wharton Center, we got to be their guests and go behind the curtain with the cast. Take a look. Well, you are sure to get a plate full of adventure and magic in Disney's Beauty and the Beast, celebrating 30 years since it first hit the Broadway stage. A show that's left its mark on much of the cast.
This show was the third musical I ever did as a child. So I was a sugar cube in the castle and a village girl. And I always knew that I wanted to play Belle, but I didn't know that it would be with Disney for a year on this 30th anniversary tour. So it's been crazy.
I watched the animated movie so many times, but the live action, honestly, is what really, I think I watched that at least once a week during the pandemic. And I just remember Be Our Guest and just like the enchantedness of that number and the magic and the dancing.
To keep the magic that started 30 years ago alive, members of the original creative team returned for the 2025 revival of this musical.
We started really figuring out that I had a different approach to the character, but also had some fun ideas about like what exactly we could do to calibrate on bringing the classicness of the character while trying to make it new.
For Fergie, who plays the Beast, he says in his new approach, he wanted to show that the Beast is really just a teenager at heart.
He's having first date jitters and he doesn't know how to speak to girls and he doesn't really understand like what it is to like not have to just like crash out every 3 seconds. Like he doesn't get that. And I think that was the most exciting part about this was like, oh, this is actually an experience that in my experience, most men go through.
Fergie was also able to work with the creative team about the Beast's physical transformation, making sure he felt well represented in a lot of different ways, but especially in hair and wardrobe.
I see black little girls dressed as Belle all the time, and I see black boys dressed as the Beast and the Prince, and I want to make sure that if they see me and they see, my hairline, that it looks like my hairline, you know what I'm saying? And so Disney was fantastic about not only understanding that, but also being proactive in terms of including me in conversations about that.
Beyond the magical elements of the musical, at heart, the show is really about relationships between family.
That's honestly the best part of it. It's like I get to have this daughter every night who I love, who is the hero of the story, and I'm just there to support her. But no, I love the part. I realized I'd never played a parent before.
And relationships between friends.
The enchanted objects in the castle, the objects, we really have just formed this beautiful bond and specific and complex and wonderful relationship with each other inside and outside of the theater that I think really reflects on stage and I think really makes the castle special. And I think the same thing goes with the villagers and the ensemble.
The whole cast preps their bodies before and after each show to keep this production special 8 times a week.
Hydration is the name of the game. Gotta have electrolytes in the morning. Gotta be drinking water through the show. I have like a 40-ounce tumbler that I drink 2 of during the show. So just during the 3 hours of the show, I have 80 ounces of water. And physical warm-ups. I've really found that like doing a workout a couple hours before a show or just getting my heart rate up.
But it's truly a labor of love to leave the audience in awe.
I hope that people appreciate the work, and I hope that they walk out lighthearted and singing or humming the songs. You can pick any one. I don't care which song you're humming, but just one of them.
Well, for your tickets, head to whartoncenter.com/events. The show runs now until this Sunday, so don't miss the opportunity to experience the magic yourselves. But